Chapter 44 The Fantasy Beyond Control by Lynn Hershman Leeson. Introduction. Lynn Hershman Leeson is a multimedia artist based out of San Francisco, California. She is well known for incorporating technology into her artworks. The article that we will be discussing today is called The Fantasy Beyond Control, written in 1990 for Illuminating Video, an essential guide to video art. Context. Leeson has written many texts regarding her inspiration and her other multimedia technologically immersive works. Common themes among her artworks include the relationship between humans and technology, feminism, and identity. The article was important to the study of new media because of Leeson's mastery in the combination of the digital with reality. She created entirely new people with their own identities and lives, one that briefly existed in real life named Roberta, another that existed in an art game, which is a video game design that asserts a piece of art with the intention of invoking a reaction from its viewers. When it comes to the historical situation at the time of this article, a main point to note is that the concept of interactive art had just started to take off, and grew to be a much bigger phenomenon during the 90s. Pictured on the screen are iconic digitally immersed artworks that were created by other artists in the 1990s. The fact that this article, which summarizes all of Leeson's pioneering interactive artworks, was published in the beginning of 1990, right before this cultural phenomenon took off, proves that Leeson was a pioneer in the field.
The Fantasy Beyond Control by Lynn Hershman starts with an introduction of a performance piece simulacrum, which is an image or representation of someone or something, of an alternative identity named Roberta Breitmore, who was played by herself, and then others, which is shown on the right side picture. 2 years later, Lorna, an interactive art video disc, was created. Using these examples, the essay talks about wanting to control environments and interactive systems and how having that control can affect someone. She briefly also covers 2 works, Deep Contact, the incomplete sexual fantasy disc, and The Paths of Interaction, that delves into the ideas about contact and perception through the process of playing. For example, Deep Contact gives users options to touch the character wherever they want to, and the screen and the disc will respond accordingly. She ends the essay stating that as the influence and prevalence of interactive media technology has increased and has gained foothold in fields that are even outside of the arts, particularly in politics, she urges that by participating in discovering what affects our own lives, we can find a sense of identity, purpose, and hope. So throughout Hershman's career, she explored topics of identity, surveillance, and the use of media as a tool of politics, and even for other fields. She used different forms of media and technology to create projects that were relevant to the current social and political climate. With such works, she was able to change the way media, technology, and art was viewed. Thank you.